Tonight for AACTA Asks, we're joined by Paul Cox, writer and director of Force of Destiny. Paul, congratulations on the film. You first worked with David Wenham in 1999 on the film Molokai. Did you have David in mind for the lead character of Robert when writing Force of Destiny?
Yeah, certainly. He was always there, and it's always much better to have an idea of whom you are going to use in the film. So usually you have the actors in place before I actually start. Besides that, we spent some 6 months with patients of leprosy on the island and had plenty of time to get to know one another, so it was good.
Fantastic. What's the main message you'd like audiences to take away from Force of Destiny?
Don't hop into your grave without leaving your organs behind. Well, that's only a practical message, because a lot of people, they just think that it is they expect when the day of judgment comes and they all have to go to the village square. If they don't have their heart or their liver, they might not meet God, you see. So I think that's one of the messages of the film, and I hope people take notice. I've seen people dying because they couldn't get an organ in time. And also it's a message of love and beauty, the only things that really matter in life.
I think they all came across having seen the film. You have over 20 writing credits spanning feature films, television, shorts and documentaries. When it comes to screenwriting, where do you draw your inspiration from?
I think I read a lot, and it usually comes from other books, but I don't think that film has much to do with literature or the theatre. I think film is more related to music and the dance and other visual arts. So, but the basic inspiration comes from the world around me,
Great. You've worked in the Australian screen industry for almost 50 years as a director, writer and producer, as well as an actor, editor and cinematographer. What advice do you have for emerging filmmakers, and do you recommend a multidisciplinary approach to others?
Oh, that's a mouthful. I think whatever you do, you have to do it well, and the more skills you gather on the way, the easier it will be later on to do your own thing. Also, most people talk too much about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, and then never do it. So I would say just go out and do it. Also, so many people don't write scripts because they haven't got a ground. I always say a little pencil costs very little, and if you can't afford it, come and get one from me, and get a little bit of paper, because it costs nothing to write a script.
Fantastic. Which of your films are you most proud of and why?
Well, films are a bit like children. It would be unfair to treat them differently. They all loved, some have let me down a little bit, but I didn't make a film for many years because I was sick, and so we managed to make Force of Destiny. And as people say, you always be proud of the last thing you do. That's nothing to do with it, that we actually still made this film. Usually when I introduce the film, I thank my donor for having kept me alive, because otherwise the film would not exist. And yes, in one way I'm very pleased with that film, that we still could do it against all the odds. I had a spare director standing by to take over just in case it went wrong, but it didn't.
Well, it certainly didn't. It was a huge accomplishment. We're so delighted to speak with you tonight for AACTA Asks, and we thank you for your time and wish you all the best for Force of Destiny. Thank you.